Today's episode of Desertwood Days with Kathy Blaze is sponsored by Dork Publishing, expanding minds through fantasy since 2018. Learn more at the Dork Publishing website, www.dorcpublishing.com.
I wanna visit all the places nobody goes. I wanna teach all the things that nobody knows. I wanna grow wings, leave the coop, learn to fly. Bungee jump from the tallest building in Dubai. I wanna fly around town in my UFO. I wanna eat real food, not the GMOs. I wanna make moves, call the shots like the boss. I wanna love like I never lost.
Welcome back to Desertwood Days, and I am your host, Kathy Blaze. You want to learn some new tips of staying in shape during the holidays? Well, we have an amazing guest for you. Let's welcome Miss Brenda Coleman. Hello there.
Thank you. I would think both.
Oh, such a
Thank you.
pleasure.
It's a pleasure being here. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us today.
Yay, I'm so excited.
Yes, I mean, we got the holidays coming up. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and
All the temptation, right?
Yes.
All the temptation.
Yes. So, Brenda, you're a personal trainer.
Yes, I am. So I've been a personal trainer for the past 3 years, and I've loved it. I'm the happiest doing it.
Okay.
How I got into becoming a personal trainer is actually a personal goal of mine. So I started 4 years ago, and I was overweight, single mom of 2.
Okay.
Just eating my way through sadness, just trying to figure out life, and food was a comfort food for
Right.
me. But with,
It usually is for everybody.
and with that comes, the weight gain.
Yes.
So I started out at 185 pounds, and the reason why I really started is because I just got tired of telling my kids, no, go play by yourself, or mom's tired, or oh, I can't play with you right now, and things like that. It made me feel really sad. I felt like a bad mom. And so I had a little moment. It's kind of crazy. We were watching a zombie movie, and I was like, if the zombies came in here and took all of us, we would be dead, okay? There is no way we could survive a zombie apocalypse. And so I started going to the gym by myself, but that didn't fall through. I really didn't know what I was doing. I was uncomfortable. I was feeling like a stalker because I was watching other people work out. I was like, how does she do that? And so that didn't work out. And so I looked for a community, right? When we have a goal in mind, we need to find the people that have the same goal, because that's encouragement, to be in that area. So I found the gym called the Phoenix Fit Lab, fell in love with the community, started going to their workouts.
I always like to know about Brenda, because we see our work all over social media. We know what we do, but sometimes even I'm sure your clients, they want to know Brenda.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I know as a person that's worked out with personal trainers, I needed to find the right person for me, so I wanted to know who that person was.
Yes.
So we're gonna get to know a little bit about Brenda.
Okay.
Okay. What was it before Brenda started being a personal trainer? What was Brenda like then?
Whew, just a workaholic, just taking care of bills and working. A CNA, so I was picking up 12-hour shifts, doing doubles at hospitals.
So you were taking care of people.
Oh yes.
At that, before you even started getting into personal training.
Yes, yeah. So I was just working, just basically just surviving, if I can say.
Right.
But I've always loved taking and helping people, especially the elderly community. I've always loved just being in that type of field of, if I can help you, then I felt great. So yeah.
Where are you originally from?
Oh, Phoenix, Arizona.
Okay.
I'm a native.
Yeah, me too. Oh, awesome. So, prior to becoming a personal trainer, because a lot of us say, oh, I don't like to work out, or I don't, that's just too much work. Did you work out a lot yourself, or you?
No. Me taking care of patients were my workout. That's how I got my steps in. So I've never been active ever.
Right.
Especially I thought I never had the time to do so.
Right. And people probably look at you, or people look at people and think they know their bodies or their health and things like how healthy they are because of the size of their body or the shape of their body. You know what? I was talking to someone the other day, and we were talking about the word fat. There's different versions of fat. You can be a skinny fat, which is meaning you're skinny, but your BMI says you're fat.
Exactly.
Okay, or you can be a fuller figured person and you can be all muscle and your BMI is lesser than that skinny fat person.
Correct.
So you can't look at a person from the outside and go, oh, she's so fat.
Exactly.
Or she's this.
Exactly. It comes all down to science and how tall you are and what your goal and what's good for your body.
Right.
Everybody is different.
Right.
You know, everybody's dealing with different things, but every single individual is different.
Right.
And it's hard to just base it off just by looking for someone.
Right.
You can't judge a book by its cover. So
Right.
I'm glad that you mentioned that. So yeah, I just like to just focus on your individual goals. What is your goals? What would you like to see when you look in the mirror, you know? So
right. Right. So if someone was interested in working with Brenda, what would they expect from you? What would you offer them?
Based on what my clients, because I ask my clients this question as well, because I always want feedback, even criticizing feedback. Compassion and understanding that things
because
happen.
You've been there.
Yes. Yeah. Of course. Things will happen, especially when you're working on yourself. You know, it will just pop up and try to divert you from your goals. But we must stay focused, and I'm just there to help it to be an easier process, if that makes sense. Right. And just compassion and motivation and an accountability partner, because that's what we need, right?
I got to tell you this funny thing once. I remember going to, I was enrolled in this gym, and I had a personal trainer. I was ready to change some things in my life at that time. And I got this personal trainer, young guy, all buffed. Oh, yeah. Okay. But he was just there to check out the girls. Oh, okay. Yeah. So he tried to work me. I'm like, dude, don't mess with me. No. Look, we were not compatible at all because I wasn't there. He had different goals than what I had. Yeah. And he wasn't there. He wasn't compassionate, as you said. And he didn't see me as a person and what my needs were. Yeah. So we didn't work out well.
I listen. I've been through that multiple times, especially starting off, and that can even be discouraging, right?
Yes. Yes.
You're like all the personal trainers are like that. I would say keep going, keep looking. But yeah, a lot of times it's like that with personal trainers. But that's
so yeah, it's about, like I said, getting to know that person.
Yes.
And knowing who they are and what their goals are, or if their goals matches up with yours.
Yes.
So, what advice would you give to someone? And not my advice, but what advice would you give to someone that's looking for a trainer?
I would say write down what you expect from your trainer. Write down what you expect. Have your goals already set, and then write down what you expect in your plan. Because a goal without a plan is just a dream, you know. So I would say write down your goals, write down what you're looking for, and stand by that. Right. Because there's, of course, a lot of personal trainers out there, but like I said, you are your own person. You have your own goals. Right. And you deserve to find someone who's going to help you achieve those goals. Right. So don't give up. Yes. Keep looking.
So you're a mother. Yes. You have children that's watching you, going through this process and helping other people. Yes. What is it that you want your children and other children to see from you?
I want my kids to know that it's possible. You know, my goal with them is just to break generational cycles. And no, you don't. Chicken is good, you know, but you can have some baked chicken that's good as well. Right. But no, my number one goal is that just to let them know that it's possible, and you don't have to be like everybody else. You don't have to follow the family tradition. You don't have to. You can have baked chicken instead of fried.
Eat healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay to eat healthy.
Yes.
Right. And it's okay to have a piece of fried chicken every now and then,
you better. I support you. Yes. Yes, we need awards. We need those little gifts.
Right. And, you know, sometimes people think working out is just too much because, you know, we see the media, we look at TV and people running, they're doing things that maybe someone with bad back problems or knee problems say, I can't do this. so they don't attempt that. Individuals with back problems or knee pains, health issues that look at all this media that we have out there. You know that after the holidays, they start going crazy with the media promotions about getting in shape, and
Yes.
you have this person that may want to deeply, but they just feel like they can't. What advice would you give to them?
I would definitely suggest, number one, to go to the doctor and get a statement. Make sure the doctor gives them the all clear to start movement, to start working out. And I would start small. It's all about stabilization, the first step when it comes to working out. We must see where you are and how we can help you from where you started at. We got to start small to get to those big goals.
Right.
So I would say get that doctor's note, because that's more confidence. You know that, yes, my doctor said I can start working out, and I can start small, so and getting stable. So yes,
Start at your level, not at the next person's level.
yes, because we don't see where they start from. A lot of people, like social media, you know, they will show you where they're at now, but you don't see the beginning stages.
Don't see the beginning stages.
And that's important.
That is awesome. So, as a personal trainer, what is your goals? Let's say, where do you see in 5 years for Brenda?
Oh, I'm definitely going to have my own studio, and I'm going to say that that's going to be in 2 years. We have to speak it into existence, you know. My number one goal, though, is to go to low-income communities and educate them. You know, I want to provide a service, because that's where it started with my mom, you know. Mom of 8 kids, she didn't really take care of herself, and she passed away from it. So I want to just give back to that community and change lives from the beginning.
Love that.
Yes. So
I love that.
yes, but I definitely want to have my own studio, and I just want to change so many people's life.
Right.
I want to be that mentor to, like, yes, I feel so comfortable with her.
And you know what? And that's where a lot of issues stem from, you know, not, you know, to be able to eat right, as they say, is expensive.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Not that you can't do it, but some of the things that's more healthier for you is very expensive. I mean, darn it, I went to the grocery store the other day and I'm like, woo.
Yes.
But so mom and dad do the best they can and cook to feed those children and their family. Going to a gym, you don't have to go to the gym.
No, you do not.
Even at school, a lot of the programs that we used to have, physical education that we had growing up, don't exist anymore. So the children used to be able to get that during school. Okay, so those are things, I love the idea that you have started in that area. Yes. Because that's where it's needed.
Yes, the most. I totally agree. And when it comes to, of course, food is the good stuff. You're going to have to pay a price for it. And whatever you do, you get the quality of what you're paying for. But that's where I talk about planning it out. Planning it out, and when you have everything together, then you can do it, and then you can be successful. You know, so just having a great plan and can set you up for success. So I would say, when it comes to groceries, plan it out.
Yes.
You find them coupons. I know I did.
Yes.
But you must. You must.
So for someone that's, let's say, at home, you know, a lot of us, when we did COVID and we started working at home and didn't get out, and some people still don't want to go to the gym. Okay, want to go touching those dirty machines. And so what, can you give us just a small workout routine that we can do at home?
Of course. So let's start with warming up, right? We got to get the blood flowing, get the body used to what we're about to do. So I would say do a great stretch when you first start, when you're at home.
Stretching is so important.
Super important.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a lot of people forget that. And I always like to use that analogy of a animal, a cat or a dog. What is the first thing they do when they get up? They stretch.
Yes.
But we get up and try to just run.
Exactly. Your body's like, hold up, wait a minute, I'm not ready.
Right.
Yeah. So first I would say find a 5-minute stretching video. And then I would say start really doing a warm-up where you're focusing on, like, your back. If you're going to do a back workout for today, you want to get some push-ups in. Modification, of course. And start with a nice, start with push-ups, okay? Do some high knees. And I would say the next step, that's when you get into like the heavy lifting. But if you're starting at the beginning, get some jugs, some water jugs, and do some bicep curls. But I would definitely say a beginner's
And that's
workout.
for you guys that don't have weights at home. And you know what? The water jugs or
your broom. You can curl your broom.
Right.
And so then I would say start with like a nice cool down. Of course, if you're starting at the beginning, just do a stretch. Focus on the muscles that you want to work. Do 3 exercises for that, and do a nice cool down. And that can be just some more stretching.
Right.
Stretching is so important. The synovial fluid that's between your knees and between your bones, you need to touch that as well.
Right. And you know what? Even if you're not even planning, let's say it's your day off from working out, still stretch. Getting up in the morning, stretching is so important.
Oh, that's a homework I require from my clients. You know, I need to see a video of you stretching. And that's done 3 times a day with some of my clients. So stretching is super important.
Right.
And there's so many videos out there. If this is the beginning, this is the first time for you working out at home, you know, start with something light. Even search beginners workouts, you know, and start there. But movement is life. So yeah.
I'd like to ask also for someone that's sitting out there watching the beautiful Brenda and say, you know, I want to do what she's doing. I want to be a personal trainer. What advice would you give them on how to get started?
So I've tried a lot of different programs to become a personal trainer. The best one, and I love my school, it's actually an in-person school. It's called MPTI. They're located at the gym. It's literally, the gym's name is the gym in Mesa. They have an amazing personal trainer program. It comes with all the information. You have anatomy, you have nutrition, which I took the nutrition course as an extra class because that's the foundation. And then they teach you about stretching, professional stretching. And so definitely look them up. They are amazing. They're amazing. Very family orientated. So yeah, I will definitely check them out. But if you can't go in class, of course, look for a great program online that's for you and something you can achieve and obtain.
So speaking about this as a business, because it is a business, okay, is there a certain type of person that should be a personal trainer?
So I think my idea is you have to love what you do. You have to love helping people, and you have to be that ear when people are like, oh, I don't want to go to the gym, or oh, I don't want to eat my meal, I'm tired of my meal. You have to be compassionate. And you really have to. As long as you wake up and you love doing it, then it's for you. And I'm the happiest doing this wherever I'm at, you know. So
well, this is an entertainment show.
Okay.
And I always like to say that because people mean, why is she on there? She ain't entertainment. She entertaining you when you're out there working out.
I am. I got you.
But, you know, as entertainers, our schedules get hectic at times. We may start at 6 o'clock in the morning, may not finish until 6 o'clock the next morning. So during that time, you're on set working. Tell us some things we can do while we're on set in a corner somewhere, just with our script in hand, whatever.
Of course. Well, I see that you have a back wall there. So you can definitely do some wall push-ups, I would say, as a nice warm-up. I would say do 3 sets of 10. Always 3 sets of 10 as a beginning. So do a couple wall and a couple high knees, you know. Definitely, who are we without our core, which is our abs. So definitely do knee to elbows, definitely. You can do that as well. I can definitely show y'all. I'm so excited. But just a couple things. And as a warm-up, I always say push-ups is so great because there's so many different modifications.
And that'll keep you going through that long sit and wait while you're on set also.
Of course. Yeah. So a couple things, that's just to start and a good beginner for you.
Yes. Okay, what about our water intake? You know, some of us, we don't drink enough water.
I definitely say you need at least 5 bottles of water. At least 5 to 8 bottles of water a day. A lot of people are like, I'm going to get a whole gallon in. If you're starting off, start small and get a half gallon of water in a day. And definitely you want some electrolytes. So like I was saying earlier, some aloe water and some vitamin C. I would definitely suggest that to put in your water because
Yeah.
I like stuff that tastes good.
Right.
So yeah, I would say half a gallon, and if that's too much, I would say at least 5 to 8 bottles of water a day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where can our audience meet Miss Brenda Coleman?
Ooh, okay, so I actually host a free workout every Wednesday at the Tempe Beach Park.
Okay.
I just do it for the community, me and 2 other amazing coaches.
Oh,
And then I host a small group class on Fridays for the community that I'm in. But of course, you can reach out to me on social media,
Okay.
Brenda Coleman, super simple.
okay.
I'm definitely on Facebook and IG, and you can give me a call.
Wonderful. It was such a pleasure to have you here with us
Thank
today.
you so much.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it.
And thank you for joining us today here on Desertwood Days, and we'll catch you next time.
Today's episode of Desertwood Days with Kathy Blaze was sponsored by Dork Publishing. Visit them at dorkpublishing.com.